Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail. And where we are today is we're actually back in Portadown, and we're outside St Mark's Church, the parish church here, as you can see. And of course it is a fantastic building, but we're not here to film St Mark's Church. Well, the reason why we're here is because we're going to look at the very first place where the Methodists held their meetings here in Portadown. And of course the first Methodist meeting place was in 1802, and of course John Wesley had visited the town 7 times in the 18th century, and so this stemmed from that work. And the first church then was actually in the Church Lane, and this is Church Lane here, as you can see from the sign. So the original Methodist meeting place was somewhere in this vicinity here. Now there's no plaque or nothing, but I know from research that the first Methodist meeting place was in 1802 and that it was in Church Lane here. And of course then in 1832 they moved into what was the A&D Thornton wholesale company building, and they had the manse there as well. And then in 1860, still in Thomas Street, they moved into their present day church, which is a fantastic church, and it's got pillars and all at the front, and so they're there to this present time. So there was actually, you can actually see the old building in Thomas Street of A&D Thornton's, and of course that's where the second Methodist building was, and I've actually done a number of videos on that. So if you want to watch the history of that, the history of Methodism in Portadown, then check onto my playlist where you'll read where it says John Wesley coming to Ireland, and so you'll get those there. But I hadn't done Church Lane, so I thought I would do Church Lane today, seeing I'm in Portadown. And so the first Methodist meeting house, in fact the first official meeting place was of any church, of any denomination, was here, which was the Methodists. And so it was somewhere in this vicinity. Again, there's no plaque or nothing, unfortunately. And the parish church there is fantastic, isn't it? It's definitely some building, but unfortunately there's no plaque here to commemorate that. But the only thing I have seen, which is, I don't know where it's anything to do with it or not, in commemoration, is this, which is probably not, it's probably just to protect that pillar, I would assume. But the only thing I can find was this here. So I don't know where that's anything to do with the commemorating of the first Methodist church here or not. But it's probably just to protect that pillar, as I say. But certainly this is Church Lane, as you can see. And this is where the first Methodist meeting place was organised. The first church was organised here in Church Lane. So thanks for watching, and God bless.